Okay, today we are going to discuss about the rigging. Yeah. So if you remember, last 2 weeks we discussed about the animation. Okay, we animate the 3D character, and then if I'm not mistaken, it's Walker. Okay, then we have to follow the Walker cycle reference. Okay, there are 9 steps. Okay, then we have to set the keyframe one by one. So if you look at if you still remember, if you want to create the animation, we need a controller, right? Before we create a controller, then we have to create a rigging. Okay, there is a one step we should develop it. And if you look at the column, I already uploaded some video. Okay, this one is rigging for the beginner. Okay, there are a few step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 video. Okay, let us watch a few minute. Okay, after that, I will show it to you the shortest path, something like the shortest way to create rigging for the 3D model. Then you can animate it easily. So if you want to do a step by step, you can follow this video. Yeah, you can let us watch the video a few minutes. Yeah. Let me choose this number one.
Hey guys, it's Monica at Academic Phoenix Plus, and welcome to Another Impacts the Other and Impacts the Other. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I recommend that you watch that tutorial. I am going to go a little bit fast. So this is going to go under rigging. So let's go to rigging and let's go to skeleton, create joints. Let's go to the options. And if this is the first time you're using this, I would highly recommend that you take your short bone radius and change this to long bone. And depending on your character, mine's kind of small according to the grid, so I'm going to change this for 2.3 to 0.3. All right, let's go to the front view. I'm going to click on the X-ray joint, and the first joint I'm going to create is usually the pelvis. This is also known as the root joint. So I'm going to go over here and type in root joint. Root underscore J and T, which stands for joint. I want to zoom in a little bit just to make sure it is centered in the character. All right, the next one is going to be the hip, which is around here, then her knee, then the ankle, and press enter.
Okay, and then you have to duplicate it for the left and right. So basically, the process is you create a joint root, and then you have to create a skeleton, and then you have to make it the relationship become a parent and child. Okay, the this one become a child, and this one is become a parent. So that if any changing in the parent, then the child will follow it. So let me proceed this one. Example this one.
So now what I have is a joint chain that is going to help my character bend her hip, her knee, and her ankle. All right, so far so good. All right, so right now this is considered an FK chain, a forward kinematics chain, which means that whatever I do with this one impacts the other one, and so on and so forth. Now, well, the issue with that though is that that's not really what we want, because if I grab the root joint and I try to move down, for her to be able to walk, for example, I would have to compensate all the animation with this. So then I would have to do this, and then I would have to rotate it, and then it's a whole thing. So lucky for us, they invented something called IK, which stands for inverse kinematics. So what we're going to do is go to skeleton, create IK handle, and then go to the options. I usually choose sticky and leave everything as is. And let's go ahead and click where the hip starts and then where the ankle ends. So what we get is this thing called a pull vector. That's what this triangle is. And I also get an IK handle. What's neat about this IK handle is that I can grab it and I can move the ankle around. Plus, I can grab my root joint here and then try to bend her, and you'll notice the difference. One just continues going down without changing shape, while the other one stays where it's at, which is the ankle, and that's going to make my life a lot easier. Now, there's one step I forgot to make, which is I'm very lucky that the knee is actually pointing the correct direction. So I'm going to undo that. What I'm going to show you is called preferred angle. Because we already have an angle to this, it automatically calculates where it is. But if you had a straight joint, you have to make sure there's a little bit of a bend before, and then you click on the top hip joint and then say select skeleton, set preferred angle. So at least it knows where it's supposed to bend, right? So once again, create IK handle, pelvis here. We have one. We'll do the other side as well. And now we have two. Great. So we're going to name these again because the last thing we want is to have a million IK handles and then we don't know where anything goes. So this is going to be the left underscore foot. Well, you can call it leg. And then I'm going to copy this just because I'm lazy and change this to R. Remove that too. Perfect. Great. All right. So now I can grab this root joint and then I can get her to bend her knees.
You can imagine now. So after you create a join the root, okay, then you have to apply IK handle, something like inverse kinematic handle, so that it will not going down, but it will be something like a stop hold into the two here. So you can, if you drag or translate the root, okay, you can see the shape like this. Okay. Then you can imagine for one part, okay, this is not yet, yeah, not you don't create the controller yet, yeah, you just create the joint and root and so on. You can imagine if you have a complex 3D object, okay, how many days you can complete it this one. Yeah? Are you going to create it one by one? If one by one, then good, okay, but sometimes, yeah, uh, we can make a mistake. Sometimes you don't consider, for example, you don't consider EK handles. So maybe when you create animation, something like a missing in your the joint root. Okay. In order to and then I did the survey to the industry. What are they are looking for? Okay, for what's the something like the expected student should be have knowledge, and what kind of knowledge should be have for the student. And then when I conduct the interview to the industry, they want to output one. Okay, they want a fastest process. Okay, but if you want to create one by one, you can following. I already uploaded 6 video. Then you can follow. You design one by one here, and then you set the EK handles. Then you also need to. This is not complete yet. If you look at here, the knee here, the shape of the knee, something wrong. Supposedly, you have to create the controller on the opposite of this one. Yeah. And so let us.
Now notice that the knees are kind of bending like this, which isn't really ideal. So I need a controller for that. And I also don't want the animators to grab IK handles and, animate on this. That's a really bad idea. So let's create some controllers. So let's grab a circle, the first one. And if you select the IK handle first, which is very common. So there's a little handy tool up here at the top where it says, hey, do you want to select IK handles, bones, or controllers, or whatever? So I can turn these off. This is based on the hierarchy. So it's going to select IK handles first, right? So here we go. That proves that. So I'm going to turn that off. The second one's going to say, all right, the next thing I'm going to select is joints. And it does exactly that. So turn that off. Now I'm going to be able to select this and no problems. So if you want to, you can shape this. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm going to call this the root control. It's already centered at the joint. So my friends, it's actually in the joint. All right, so let's turn off IK handle. So I get something that opens this up, be like, oh, that must be the foot. To grab the foot, and it's going to feel like it's something like that. The pivot point is in fact in the joint animations, but we are not centering the pivot. To the joint, again, turn on the history. And then I have some foot controls. Okay. So I can grab this, select the controller, and click P. And actually, I need to recall this R before I forget. R. Maintain offset is on, and at E, which is the then the root control, and then click G, which means that once the animator picks this up, now you can move it. All right, so we've got this working. We've got this working. But now we need to fix the knees. So
the knees should be have a controller. Okay, for the left and right, this is complete. The body also complete the controller. Then next one, if you look at this video, if you watch this video, uh, they have to create a controller to make it the correct position, especially for the knee. Yeah, so the knee here will be inherent to the controller of the two here, using a parent and child. Yeah. So have a look here.
handle. I'm sorry, grab the controller, shift select the IK handle, and then go to constraint, and there's something called pole vector. And that's going to force the pole vector to point at the direction of this object. So if I move the knee over here, you'll notice that the knee is also bending. And so this is very convenient because if I take this and I don't want the knees to be bending a particular way, I can force it a different.
Then you can set the knee of the direction for this one. Okay, so you can imagine this is not complete yet. Okay, you can imagine how many times, how long you will develop this one. Okay, so therefore, the most important for me, in my perspective, most important you can create rigging perfectly and faster, because industry looking for the perfect. Then the industry looking for the 3D animation. Okay, they don't want to see the process, something like rigging process, designing a rigging join. Okay, cut the rigging and so on. So if you in order to solve this issue, then we wanna make it the auto rigging. So let me show it to you how to create the auto rigging. Yeah? So here I already also updated here Maximo. Yeah, quickly rig your 3D character in Maya and Maximo. Yeah. First, you need to download the 3D model here. Okay. Next one, you also need to download the Maximo controller. Yeah. So let me open Maya now. Okay, let me drag. Wait a moment. Let me drag and drop here. Okay, and this is the 3D model. Yeah, if you look our 3D model, uh, we don't have a rigging yet. Yeah, we don't have it. Let us check. See, if you look here, only the girl A, okay, and then this is lighting, okay, this is the polygon mesh, right? So we don't have rigging, we don't have a skeleton, you don't have a controller yet. So how do we assign this one? Okay, because if you want to animate this 3D model, you have create a controller, yeah, for each skeleton, yeah. Okay, number one, you have to go this website. Okay, Maximo website. Okay, and then you upload the character that you download that you just downloaded here. Go to the download. Okay, this is girl one. Open the Maximo, and then you need to sign up first. I give you 5 minutes. Okay. Then click the upload the character, right? And drag and drop your 3D model here. Okay. If you done, please mention done in the chat box. Then I will proceed. Open this one. Yeah. Mixamo.com. Okay. This is under Adobe. Yeah. And then you can upload it, the character. Yeah. Upload the character. You sign up first, upload the character like this. Then type into the chat box, done, sir. Done. David, done. Any one of you? Irfan? Okay. All right. Next, after you uploaded the 3D model, then you can click next. Then you can see here. In order to set the auto rigger, then you have to assign the chin. This supposedly I put it on the center. Example, and you can see the zoom in here. Elbow, yeah. Okay. And then knee. Okay. And groin. Okay. Then click next. Okay. So you can click next again. Has been uploaded. Process. Okay. Proceed with the new character. Okay. Then you also can assign any animation here. Okay. By default, actually, Mixamo provide some animation can be applied. For example, uh, which one? Example. This one that doesn't have animation. Let me see the others. This is pose, yeah. This type pose, maybe I can type, for example, dance here. Example, this one. So you can later on you can save as FBX. Yeah, you also can download here let's say you would choose this one. Okay, for example, this is sorry, let T pose. Let me, for example, capoeira. Yeah. So if I download this one, I download this 3D model and also the animation, yeah, with the animation. But now I'm looking the T pose, yeah, or maybe this one. You want to animate, or maybe this one, Brooklyn. Yeah, but I'm looking at T pose. So let me type a T pose here. I'm looking this one, and then I'm downloading this 3D model. Okay, from the Maximo, and the format FBX. I remain it frame per second is 30 with the skin none. Then download it. Okay. All right. Next. Okay. So next one, let me download the. Let me delete this file, and also I will close it. Yeah, I will close it here because I'm using Maya 2022. Yeah. So if you go to the desktop here, okay, look at this one, shortcut key. So let me right click properties. Okay. Basically, I'm using the Maya 2022. Okay, and this version run Python version 3. Okay, the mix ammo they only can be run currently in this version. If I'm not mistaken, version 1.6. You can download from the column. I already share it to you. This one. Okay. Maximo controller. If you download now, you can download it, yeah, and extract it. And this is a version 1.6, and it only can be run in the Python version 2. Okay. Therefore, okay, I'm going to open the Maya executable, and then I put this statement. Okay, Python version 2. So I can share it to you in the chat box here. Python version 2. Then you need to add here. Yeah. After that, click OK. Then you open again Maya. So means that the script under Maya inside the Maya, you want going to use the Python version 2. Then next, after you download it, okay, after you download the this one, yeah, then you can copy this one, yeah, copy the file and then put it into the document, okay, Maya, and then script, Maya 2022 and script. Okay, copy and paste here. Okay, because when I install the Maya, I maintain as the path maintain. I just remain it by default. So by default, Maya will be installed under document. Yeah, document Maya 2022 script, and then you copy and paste this one. Okay, if you're done, go to the Maya again. Okay, and then look at the file from the Maximo here. You drag and drop it like this. Okay, you can see the file. You already create the join here. Mix ammo, rigging, okay, hips. Then if you want to look at detail, this is automatic lah, generate from the Maximo. There are a lot of the, for example, neck, head, shoulder, okay, left arm, okay. They generate it automatically. You don't need to design one by one, okay. Yeah, right to end, okay, right to base, and so on. Okay, next thing, okay, you can click the script, this one, under this the on the top, but no, top on the bottom right corner. Okay, you can see the symbol script editor. Just you click that one. Okay, and then you select the open script. Okay, then you choose the Mix ammo auto control rigging, version 1.6.py Python here. I already study about the Maya 2022 here. Uh, they can read the Python version 3, 2, and 1. Okay, but this version 1.6 only can support Python version 2. Therefore, during the executable, on the executable, we something like we adjust, the executable Python version 2. Okay, it means that we don't want to get the error. So supposedly it can read this uh, Python, and this Python script. Okay, just open, then you can see like this. All right. Next, you copy this one. Okay, copy, not copy. I mean Control A, block. Okay, and then in order to copy to the Maya editor, you can you can middle click. So number one, you find the custom first. Okay, you look here, custom, under beside the Arnold here, there is a custom. So this is the output that we want. Yeah, this is, let me delete first. Delete. So how do we copy into the custom Maya here? You block all this Python script here, and then by hold middle click, yeah, you can see plus and my cursor, then drag it here. You can see the Python symbol here. Yeah. Once you click this one, it show it this option, rigging or create override bounding box. Yeah. And if you look at here, okay, so maybe you have a question, what is the function of the mixed emulsor? Okay. Then you also can see the guideline here. The feature that they offer it to you, number one is uh, rigging your character. Okay, they will automatically create a rigging. Okay, the detail one. Okay, and what else? You also can apply animation data to your rigging. Okay, you can. There is another option here. Another tab here is animate. Okay, if you look at the Maximo under the inside the website, there is some animation, isn't it? Okay, you also can import those animation to control the rigging. And you also can animating on the motion on bake on the control rigging. Yeah. Animating on the motion bake on the control rigging. And the last one is export your animation. Let's say you create your own animation. Okay, set a keyframe. Okay, for example, a thumb up, create the thumb up animation, and then you set the keyframe. Okay, let's say how many frame that you want to assign. Then you animate it, set the keyframe. Then you can export it, yeah, become your animation. Okay, And there are some controller. Okay, they also create a controller for all the joint skeleton, that one. And they also have a inverse kinetic control. Okay, they have a parent to global, parent child. Then you don't need to set up the EK handle. Okay, they will create it automatically. Okay. Okay. Now, maybe also you also can change this one. Yeah, the symbol become like this. How you can right click, edit. Yeah, this one. Then you can select the cell first here. Then you can change the icon preview here. This is a Python family. Then you can find the others. This icon. This icon actually this one. Yeah, this one. Yeah. You can go to the document Maya 2022 script. Then select this one. Then you can get this symbol. Yeah, same. So now how do we apply? Okay, auto rigging. Very simple. Just click the hips file. Okay, then select this Python script here, and then rigging the character. You can see they have an algorithm to process all this rigging. Okay. That time I show it to you. Okay, once you have a controller, this is controller, this is also controller. Okay, uh, the the body. All right, once you have this, okay, you can animate it. Use it, you can set the keyframe. Okay, and if you look at here, in the finger here example, they created this one. They create this automatically. The detail 1, 2, 3. Yeah, three controller. You can imagine. Yeah, this is not the and this one, 1, 2, 3, also three. Yeah, for each finger. Okay, for example, I try to let's say I select this one controller. One, press shift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then click rotate. Can you see? Function, well function. Or you wanna playing with this one? No, 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 no. Uh, Example, and you also can check the others. And this is the body. And this is the lighting. You also can test the controller for the knee. If you still remember, last time we did the walker, isn't it? So same. You have controller. Then once you have controller, then you can create the animation. Clear? This is the rigging process. Now, I will give you assignment, task. Okay. If you look at the column here, you can go to the column. Uh, okay. So I will ask all the students to animate a thumb up. Okay, something like this, and then post a pose. Yeah, from the a pose, and then thumb up. Post animate the thumb up, and then a pose again. That's it. Try to use the Maximo to apply the rigging, then animate. Okay, because industry are looking for the output of the animation. They don't require a designer for the rigging. Okay, specialist on the rigging, because rigging can be solved by a Maximo. Okay, very fast, only few minutes, then they will generate automatically. But 3D animation, okay, they need it. Okay, industry looking for the 3D animation, the way you are make it a natural, the 3D model work natural, as a realistic one, and then do some animation. For example, today I'm asking you to create to animate the thumb up, something like this, and then post A, then thumb up again. So the something like the yeah, the way you are animate the hand. Okay, make it the thumb up like this, make it as a realistic one, make it as the natural, and play with the number of frame. Okay, are you going to make it faster or make it slow? So you can assign, adjust it using a frame per second. All right, do you have question for the instruction today? Or if record like this, nobody want to ask question, so let me stop recording. Very simple, right?